What would make a middle-aged housewife from the home counties travel thousands of miles to start a new life on a Navajo Indian reservation? Well, I've made the same 18-hour journey to come here, to the wild west of America, to find out. 3 years ago, Linda Shepherd lived a comfortable life in St Ives, Cambridge. But when her sons grew up and left home, her marriage of 20 years collapsed.
My life evolved around my home and my family, of course. Then my family grew up and left, so I was left on my own then, I think there's so much more to life than just being trapped in a house.
One afternoon, desperate with boredom, she logged onto the internet and came across a Native American chat room. Here, Linda struck up a friendship with a Navajo Indian called Greywolf. After only 5 months, Linda took the drastic decision to leave Britain to start a new life with a man she'd met on the internet. Linda swapped her cosy semi-in suburbia for this, a typical Navajo home known as a hogan. It's a wooden hut with mud floors. There's no gas, no electricity, no running water. And definitely no problem with the neighbours. They're over 20 miles away.
Okay, here it is.
Wow! Oh, it's so cute! Wow, it really is basic, isn't it?
Really?
Where's the dishwasher?
No washing machine.
Where's the telly?
No TV, no telephone.
This really is different, isn't it,
No
from where
water.
you've come from? Didn't you want to run when you first came here and saw this?
Well, no, I thought it was pretty amazing. I think the first morning I got up, it was in February and it was very cold, and I got my hairdryer and my curling tong out to do my hair. And Greywolf said to me, "What are you going to do with those?" And I said, "I don't know." He said, "You won't need those because there's nowhere to plug them in."
No plugs.
Yeah, finding the toilet outside was difficult the first day. Clad in my English silk pyjamas and my toilet roll, and I had to put my cowboy boots on and keep them on most of the time because of insects, that you don't want to tread on.
That is such a contrast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Wow.
It's scary.
Do you think it's a bit dodgy going online to look for love?
I don't. Well, probably just to look for love. I don't think it's any more dangerous going on a chat room than it is meeting somebody you don't know in a pub or Actually, in my case, I spoke to him for such a long time beforehand that I felt as if I knew a lot more about him. And I mean, he could have been lying, but the things he was telling me were just so everyday life.
So, what was it about Greywolf that you fell in love with?
It wasn't like somebody you meet and they're like telling you all about their job and their car and all wonderful the things they've done. It was very basic, very simple things about his family and his lifestyle. So, it was like there was none of this trying to impress. So that impressed me.
So what made you finally take the huge step of moving all the way over to here to be with Greywolf?
After September the 11th happened, we started really realising that we weren't two teenagers anymore. And so we decided that we wanted to be together. This seemed to be the place to be. I don't know, it just seemed the natural place to be.
What did you feel like when you first saw each other?
I thought, first of all, the friendship was what's going to be all about at that moment. And we were going to try the concept of love, more afterwards. But now that we were actually seeing each other face to face, and it became more real to me that this was going to, get a little more real.
Now, I'm not too sure how happy I'd be about my mum moving miles and miles away from me. How have your children coped with it?
Yeah, reasonably good about it. I think my mum and dad miss me a lot. They would like me to be back at home. And my sons, they both miss me a lot. They're always telling me they miss me, when am I coming home? But they do say to me, "This is your life, Mum,
Now, I know that you were part of the Navajo tribe, but who are the Navajos?
The Navajos are the name brought by the Great Spirit at the beginning of the creation of this world to this region in the southwest between the 4 sacred mountains. Yo na ne yo na ne yo
Now, you're a British woman living out here. How have you been treated by the Navajo community? Have they accepted you?
Wonderfully, yeah, really wonderfully. They're very welcoming people. You know, they're very interested in the British people as well, you know. Yeah, they're very hospitable and you can always get fed.
Now, some people believe that.
Yeah, they do.
Having just settled into life on the reservation, Linda was then faced with another massive upheaval. Money worries and no jobs meant they had no option but to leave their traditional Navajo home and move 250 miles to Colorado in search of a better future. So these upheavals in your life brought you two closer together?
Yeah, you have to work together, especially when you're both from different cultures, because you have different expectations.
Sure.
My expectations have changed a lot, so yeah, you come together and it becomes one.
Now, your journey to Colorado took you through some of the most sacred places to the Navajos. Like here, Shiprock Pinnacle is absolutely breathtaking. Why is it so sacred to the Navajos?
The rock is sacred to us because it's a rock with wing that brought my people to this world at the time it was created. This rock, Tsepetai, represents that, reminds of us that our duties to keep this place clean, sacred.
Linda, do you have the same spiritual connection with the land that Greywolf has?
Yeah, I do. I think it kind of helps everything else around it, if you know what I mean. The animals live from it and the earth gains from the animals. We all gain from it. The earth is our home. It's the only one we're ever going to have, and it's a gift from God. So we should really be looking after our home.
By following her heart and moving to America to be with Greywolf, Linda's huge gamble paid off. The couple were married on the 2nd of April 2002. Greywolf gave you a Native American name. Will you tell me about it?
It's Shandinaha. Basically, it was somebody, sunshine from the east or sun from the east, which is, I came from the east of Anglia. And I guess I'm a ray of sunshine, I don't know.
Then when you first met Linda, she had her silk pyjamas and she had her curling tongs and a hairdryer. How has she changed from the woman you met 3 years ago?
She kind of got more confident about the life with me, the life on the reservation, life with me here in America, and that's how she changed.
I do so many things that I've done here that I would never have done. You know, the places I've been on my own and with Greywolf, I wouldn't have had the courage to do that. I always thought I was quite an outgoing person, but I lived in the same house for 20 years in the same town, and I always thought that's what I would do, but never come out to America. I wouldn't have never believed it now. You've got a life until you leave this earth, so, fill it. Don't just sit around waiting for something to happen. If you get an opportunity to take it.